Welcome back to the channel, and today I am back in Brickadia, the Lego brick style sandbox building game, and I have a simple task. I want to see how easy or how hard it is to build a functional car in this game. Because one thing that I value as a person with more limited time than I used to have is when it comes to a building game like this, how long does it take to get from nothing to something you can actually use? And some games are really, really quick, and some games take a really long time to get basic functionality. And I have no idea what it's like in Brickadia right now. I've never tried to build a car yet. But it looks like by default, when I load into this world, you can see my inventory. It gives me a wheel engine, a steel A, which I would imagine is a wheel, and then a wheel joint. So it seems like it wants you to build a car. So let's see what happens. How do I open up my build inventory again? Oh, see, the thing when we play a handful of different sandbox games with slightly different variations on their controls, it is really hard to remember what does what. But I does not open my inventory. Apparently it opens my environment controls. Oh, look at the cloud coverage. This is actually pretty cool. We can make it... It's raining. Instant sidetrack. Oh, look at this snowing. This is cool, though. Dust. Oh, dusty. Okay, thunder. Ooh, spooky. Wind. Okay. Calm down. Wind angle? Is it like... Actually, hold on. I gotta try something now with the wind here. If I put this block down... Ah, yes. Then right-click to switch axis. There we go. All right, now I want to make this an entity. So if I bring up my tools, change settings. Or maybe, no, it was this one. Aim at entity. I am aiming at entity. It's not an entity yet. I need to make it an entity. There we go. Make physics object. There. Now this should work. There we go. Okay, so now I want to find out if I add wind. Oh, you can see the wind's effect on the clouds. It doesn't affect objects though, it seems like. Water. Oh, it's floating. That's so cool. Okay, now I understand how people added water to their worlds. All right, well, now that I've gone through the detour of pressing inventory. Actually, hold on, I didn't do the sky stuff. Whoa. This is so crazy. Oh, you can animate the time of day, even in sandbox mode and everything. Sun scale? Okay, hold on, where's the sun? There's the sun. Sun scale. Oh, okay. Sun horizon scale. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Sunlight color? Blood moon. Whoa. I promise this episode's about building a car. this is just so much fun. Presets. Default. There we go. Let's just go back to default. Wow, look how boring this is now. All right, anyway. So we got that. We don't need that. It just disappeared. Okay, so let's start off with what everyone starts off with in any building game, a slab with wheels, and see how long it takes us to get it functioning. I actually don't remember how to bring up my block inventory. Ah, B. B for build. All right, where's my standard Lego brick? I want to feel like I'm building with Legos. Here we go. Standard Lego brick right there. Alt, place floating. Yeah, that's what I wanted. All right, so there we go. Now let's place a seat on it. Let's try to go with some basics. Wait, we have seats somewhere, right? Special? No, not there. Physics? What would it be under? Mechanics? Seat. Is this the only seat we have? All right, this appears to be the only seat we have. So let's place the seat down. Oh, how do I rotate it? R to rotate. For some reason, that is forward to me. So if it's there, and then I get rid of this, can I get in the seat yet? How do I... Ah, there we go. Look at me. Look at me. I'm in the seat. All right, now let's see. Wheel joint? Is that what we need for... What is a wheel joint? Here, let's actually look up wheel joint Is there a search? There's no search function. Out of all the stuff you give us, there's no search function. Wheel joint must be under mechanics. Control units. Wheel engine slim. Weight brick. Hazard. So it would be under physics, maybe. Wheel joint. A convenient joint which simulates a vehicle's suspension, steering, and motor drive as one component. Use this to build drivable vehicles with ease. That's like exactly what I wanted. Like I thought I was gonna have to add like a bearing, attach an engine to the bearing, like, you know, scrap mechanic style. This seems to cover all of that. So if I put, what is the arrow? I'm assuming the arrow is pointing in the direction you want to go. So let's just do this and then slap some wheels on them. Wait, are these not attached to the wheel joint? Enabled. Edit the wheel joint. Drive speed. So these do have engines built in. They do have steering built in. Oh, so that determines how far away the wheels are from the thing. Why is it by default 10 centimeters? That looks kind of stupid, doesn't it? Shouldn't it be 0 by default? I guess how then do you program it? I guess we use maybe the connector tool. So then we go from here to the seat. Wheel joint, control, drive, and steer. Unconnectable? Why is this unconnectable? I guess let's look into our build mode. See, this is I've never built anything in this game yet, really, like mechanical, so I don't know how this game is intended to work compared to like some of the other games. Like in Trailmakers, you have an engine, you slap a wheel down, you put a seat down, everything's automatically hooked up and ready to go. In Scrap Mechanic, you have a wire tool, you connect the seat to the engine to the wheel bearings, and then you're good to go. Not right now. Well, actually, you know what? I haven't actually tested. Let me make this a physics object. Can I I want to select the whole, how do I select the whole thing? Did I do this wrong by not making this a physical object to start off with? Because with my selector tool, I can't select the wheels. I can only select bricks. So I guess let me select all of this. Actually, let me just do this. I'm just gonna have everything in here. All right, and now make physics object. Okay, well that does not look like it's working. All right, so not working so far. All right, how do we make this work? So here, let me take my manipulator. I think, oh, the wheels aren't even attached. So how do I freeze it? Toggle frozen, there we go. So now I should be able, this is what I wanted. I should be able to make it a static or not static object at will. Let me try taking a block. And if I attach a block, see, yeah, these have like a weird separation thing. They do have suspension built into them though. I don't like the separation that it has. This seems like it's supposed to make building a car easy, but they seem to be making things complicated. All right, let me look through our building for control, like control things, buttons. I don't know, do I need a button per output that I want to make? Like, is this like building a tank steering tank in Scrap Mechanic? I'm trying to figure out, can I make a button that responds to me pressing W? Because these I think are just physical buttons where you have to like manually look at and press them. Whoops. Like this. And if I'm in the seat, I can still press them in the seat, but how do I make it controllable with just WASD from a seat is the question. This is the whole point of this video, is how intuitive is this? And right now, as a new player to Brickadia, not intuitive, and I don't know if that's because it's like actually not intuitive or it's because I have so much experience with a different system that this system is not coming, it's coming less naturally than it should. Once I figure it out, it'll probably like make sense. But what is confusing me is this wheel joint seemed to like tell me it says it's convenient. Its suspension, steering, and motor drive is 1. Build drivable vehicles with ease. Now, how do I drive though? Mechanic, so like the seat, let's see. Used to control vehicles. The seat is used to control vehicles, but it doesn't let me hook up the seat to the wheel joints, which is very unintuitive to me. So maybe I didn't look hard enough at these settings. Wheel joint enabled. Drive when not attached to an engine. Oh, usually the reason you place a wheel joint is to attach to an engine and you don't want the wheel already spinning while you're trying to connect it up. Oh, okay. That's not what it sounded like it was gonna be. If this value is true, even if drive is enabled, the wheel won't go unless an engine is driving it. That seems like the opposite of what it would do. So it seems like we do need engines after all, even with wheel joints, even though in the description of wheel joint, it literally says is an engine. All right, so let's attach an engine behind the seat. So now we probably gotta hook up the engine. So if I go from here to here, unconnectable. How do I, oh, maybe I go from here to here. Player input, right? Connect from a seat to allow people to drive the engine with their keyboard. There we go. So now, why isn't it showing? Wait, wire unconnectable? Why? I don't understand why it wouldn't let me connect what it literally says. Oh, wait. Oh, I was actually missing the seat. Oh, there we go. Okay. I thought this was the seat. That's not the seat. So that's the player input. So this is the output. So we want to output there. Ah, all right. I'm picking it up. I'm picking it up. There. Oh, why is that going down? Is it supposed to point? Oh, that's the suspension direction, I think. But why would it automatically orient it in that way? What if I didn't want it to orient that way? Okay, so now we got that. Let's get our wheels back out and attach like so. All right, now we get our physics manipulator. Turn it into an object. Let's get down on the ground and enter the seat. And we're going backwards. Why is it reading that as front? How do I change what is forwards? Oh, the engine determines that. There's little arrows on the engine, it looks like. Do that. Rotate. How do I make you rotate? Can I rotate a part I've already put down without modifying it? I don't think I can change this. So I'm just going to delete it. And now I'm going to rotate this that way. That is kind of, I don't necessarily like that it has to be in a certain direction, because what if aesthetically you want it in a different way? What if you want to put it like on the side, like, I don't know. But let me just see if this is, if I'm even right about this. Do the arrows determine what forward is? Here is the player input. That actually makes more sense. Okay. And then the output. Man, you really got to get close to these things. You need to have physical line of sight to it to connect it up. I don't like that. You should be able to see it from like anywhere. All right, so now that's all hooked up. And I think now we should be good. All right, let's get in the seat. There we go. Yeah. It is still really weird that the wheels are just separated from the vehicle like that. But they do have a little bit of suspension. All right, now let's take a look at the engine settings. Wait, is there like an emergency brake? Ah, there is. If you press space, it's like auto brake. All right, but this engine feels pretty weak for now. So let's go to engine settings, wheel engine, manual steer, enable manual input. Okay, so you can set it up to be controlled by other things other than like a seat. Here we go, acceleration. All right, let's max out. Okay, apparently there isn't a maximum to these values. This is scary. All right, acceleration was 1 before. Let's set the acceleration at 2. Top speed, kajillion. Okay, well, let's see what this incredible speed is that I've just enabled. All right, here it goes. I do appreciate that the game does not limit you. I wonder, I need to turn the acceleration way down. I want to like slowly go until we reach its top speed. I want to be able to get to the top speed. This is gonna be probably challenging. Acceleration 0.01. Let's go with that. It's probably still gonna be too big of a ratio. I'm just gonna tap it. Okay, that's what happened when I tapped the button. Can I reorient myself? Oh, it happened again. All right, leave seat. Okay, I need to turn acceleration down. All right, 0.000000001. I can't. Oh, well, let's just put it at 0. It shouldn't go if it's at 0, right? Oh! I think I lost my car. I'm still going up. I've leveled off. I don't think I'm going down yet. The amount of power that this game gives you is unsafe. This is a very large map, I will say. Like, is this literally an infinite map? Because, I think I broke the game. Too much creative freedom. Too much. I think I can go back to the main menu. I definitely lost that car. All right, I actually want... I'm gonna create a world with some environment on it because I want to drive over texture. Like, I want to drive over stuff. You know what they do need, actually? I feel like a lot of people are gonna want to create physical objects, and it feels weird and inconvenient to have to like build a static object, and then you go to your select tool, and then you gotta like select all of the static object like this, and then make a physics object. Like, there should be a way to select all, because what if it's a complex object? I don't know. I feel like a select all button would be good. All right, but anyway, we got that. Now I can use my manipulator. See, I want to be able to start building with this functionality where it's automatically an easily toggleable entity. But right now, it's like, I don't know how to start it as an entity, because in my build mode, I can place floating, but that's not an entity. It's actually just completely static there. I have to use the manipulator. No, I have to use the select tool first, turn it into a physics object, then use the manipulator, grab it back up, refreeze it, and now I'm building on an entity. That seems inconvenient. There has to be a quicker way to do that. All right, can I change my default block color to red? Whee! All right, so let's see. Now that I've gotten some practice at building a car, at least I understand how it works now. Let's see if I can do it better. So this time I'm gonna give it some ground clearance by adding these in here. And this is what I'm going to attach the wheel things to. So we want these to be facing down, apparently. And now let's go into wheels. Let's get some bigger and better wheels. Oh, here we go, off-road. I wanted a nice looking off-road wheel. All right, let's see how these look. So there's that, or there's that. Oh, definitely this. I don't want it to be separated like that. Don't do that. All right, let's go to our applicator. No, I don't want the wheel scale. Oh, we can change the scale of the wheels anyway. Low friction tire or high friction tire? Interesting. I want to applicator that. Can I really not applicate it when the wheel's attached already? I could do it before. I want to edit the settings on it. I have the right tool, right? Yeah, use the change settings. Do I really gotta delete the wheel to then... What? Okay, don't like that. We should definitely be able to change applicator settings without needing to delete your wheels. All right, anyway, edit. Joint distance doesn't make sense to me. I feel like it should always be 0. So I gotta delete my wheels. Now, if I select Control C, copy properties, paste properties. Okay, I do like, that's a cool feature. I don't have to replace these parts. I can copy the properties from one part and apply them to another without like taking them off and reprogramming them. So that's pretty cool. All right, now let's put our wheels back on. Oh, so here's a question then. So we can do that. Now let's say I put the wheels on and then I use my applicator. I increase the wheel size to this 1.42. I don't want to have to retype that in or re-get to that. But if I do Control C, yeah. All right, I like that. And now I can see why we want some distance. If I could adjust the wheel joint settings with the wheels attached, I'd be able to see if I'm having a collision issue or not. Because this is clearly a collision issue now, but I can't do anything about it. I have to delete the wheels, which I want these wheels. Actually, let me select the wheel real quick. Oh, I found the emote menu. Oh my God. Oh, that's not my hat. That's my hair. Okay, anyway, what was I doing? Yeah, I wanted to copy one of the wheels. Wait, can I not? Wait, you can only select blocks. You can't select the wheels? Okay. Interesting. Well, let me delete these now. And then I gotta go to my applicator, adjust this setting to, I don't know, 2 centimeters. Done. Let's get the wheels back out. And then if we scale the wheels up, to 1.42-ish. So now that's still a little too close. So instead of just adjusting I have to keep doing this back and forth trial and error, which definitely not the most convenient. Let's go with 5 centimeters. 1.42 is what I had. And I mean, I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, and now I didn't copy that applicator setting. So in order to copy the settings, I got to delete the wheel again. Copy, paste. All right, now get the wheel back up to where I want it to be. All right, now I think we're looking good. Good enough, I suppose. I hope it doesn't have collision issues when I steer, now that I'm thinking about it. All right, so now we need the seat. I think I had this direction. And then we got engine. And I got to pay attention to the arrows on the engine. Okay, so now with the engine there, we got to hook it up with the connector. So seat goes into engine. Engine. Oh, no way. No way you're not going to let me hook up the engine to the wheels with the wheels on? You shouldn't have to think that far ahead of your connections. You should be able to build your thing, then worry about your connections later. So now I gotta delete my resized wheels that I dialed into the settings that I wanted. Well, I didn't have to do this before. I don't know. I don't know. Like, now it's making sense why they have that separation between the wheel joints and the wheels, because you need to be able to have a clear view of these wheel joints in order to edit the settings of them. But it just looks weird having the separation. The wheel joints should just be visually accessible through your vehicle. All settings should be visually accessible through other things. You shouldn't have to have line of sight, I don't think. So now we do the, yes. See, now I can do it. See, I can't do it over here unless I get an actual physical line of sight to the thing. Okay. And good to know. Okay, now back to the wheels. I gotta put them all on first and then adjust the settings. So then if I made a mistake or I wanted to make a small adjustment, I'd have to like delete parts and redo all of this all over again. Copy, paste, paste, paste. All right, now it should be drivable. So let's get in the seat and see what happens. Okay, collisions seem to not be an issue. That's good. The blurriness on the wheels is interesting. See, now if I want to adjust the suspension after testing out the vehicle, I can't without deleting my wheels and like reapplying them. Also, I want a non-follow camera. Can I adjust my camera? I want it to be a more like stationary follow. All right, well, this is what we're working with for now. A very bouncy camera. There does seem to be, one thing to notice, there does seem to be wheel reaction physics. When I'm in the air and I rotate my wheels, it does seem to affect the physics of my vehicle. That's something that doesn't happen in Trailmakers, but does happen in Scrap Mechanic because of the way that the wheels are designated as objects. So it seems like these wheels are physical objects that their rotation does impact the creation. So here, I want like a good jump here. Oh, I don't like the forced follow cam though. I really don't like the forced follow cam. We need more camera options. Yeah. Yep. See, I totally controlled my flip speed there with my wheels. Oh, look at this. We got, yeah, I like this better. We got ice drifting. Yeah. All right, that's pretty cool. There is one thing overwhelming about this with the amount of parts is like trying to sculpt things. You can sculpt anything you want to be as realistic as you want, but the amount of time it will take to choose every individual block would be insane. All right, so now what if I want to save this vehicle? Is there a way for me to save this? Make physics object. How would I save a vehicle? Prefabs. Save prefab? Save build as car test. Save all bricks, save my bricks, save all selected bricks, save my selected brick. Let's just save all bricks. Save new build. No bricks selected to save. I said all bricks. Let's go with the selector here. And let's just do a selection. There has to be a better way. Like having to resize the box every time is a little tedious. All right, see, it's in there. So now if I go to prefabs, save prefab. No brick selected to save? Make physics object. Oh, no. Well, don't do that, I guess. Okay, apparently, this is really surprising to me. Apparently, it is on the to-do list of the development to be able to save physics objects. But right now, the workaround is to select your entire thing. I had to Google this. And then copy. And then paste. And the wheels won't come with it. And then when you paste it, it becomes a static object. And now that it's a static object, if you go to prefabs and save prefab, you should be able to save all bricks. And there we go. 19 bricks, 6 components, 1 owner. And there it is. So now I'll have to reapply the wheels, of course. So that's a little weird to have so much functionality in this game. So many things you can do. But somehow I can't save this vehicle. But obviously it's on the to-do list. I mean, I couldn't imagine a game like this where they don't plan on you being able to save your vehicle. But, oh man, look at this. See, I'm afraid to mess with the settings too much now. I do want to change the top speed again, but I am afraid to mess with the settings too much because I might lose the vehicle. And I actually spent a little more time building such a basic thing than I expected. So I have these wheels on low friction mode right now. This is what it feels like. Here, let's go. Oh, go a little bit slower. Try to turn. Oh my goodness. They actually feel pretty high friction on this ice. There we go. All right, so now let's hop out, get our applicator, and set these to a high friction tire. And then I'll just copy those properties, and it should paste to all of them. Let me just confirm. Yep, high friction tire. All right, let's see how different that feels. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, it does feel different. Yeah, I feel like there is 0 sliding now. That is pretty crazy. All right, stop. Wow. If there was a couple things that I would really love to see in this game sooner than later, it would be more third-person camera options. Something that doesn't tilt and follow all over the place with your character, especially when it's flipping around in vehicles. And obviously saving your builds. But I do like these wheel things. Oh, and actually the other thing, even more than the camera one, is being able to adjust connections on things that you don't have a visible line of sight to. You should be able to see it through your creations. That would be amazing too. There's so much potential here. We have a lot of things in the unnecessarily detailed but cool category. And then we're missing some of the basics category still. So hopefully some of these basics get ironed out soon. But this is what it took for me to build like the most basic functionality of a vehicle. Let's turn this back over. There we go. I do like that the suspension is built into these things and the steering. What I didn't notice on the settings was like the option to adjust which direction each one steers in. It seems to automatically choose it for you. So some more customizability with that, unless I may have just missed it though. But yeah, like even though I have all 4 wheels hooked into the same thing, it only gives me front wheel steering. But what if I want rear wheel steering? What do I do then? All right, I'm just gonna send this thing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna adjust the speed. I want to go faster. I do want to go faster. Let me adjust the speed. Do we have weights? I would like to add some weight to the bottom of this thing. Special. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you how much things weigh. I think that's an important feature to have as well, because if you're going to be building things that have physics, you're probably going to want to handle your weight distribution. So even seeing your center of mass and all that stuff would be super useful too. So I am just going to add some blocks to the bottom of this thing, and then I'm going to adjust the applicator or the engine to have... Oh, you can change the sound of the engine too. Let's change it to a muscle car engine because we're about to increase the top speed from 500 to 2000. And we're going to lower the acceleration to 0.2. Okay, let's hope this doesn't break the game. Ooh, that's a fun engine sound. Oh boy, this is going to go fast. I can feel it already. Oh, it's too fast. We need more acceleration. Or I'm tapping the throttle. I want to get to the point where I can hold it, but I keep wheeling like a muscle car does. Oh, it's too much. I don't know if there's aerodynamics. Like if we can have some spoilers for some downforce, but I don't know if they have parts like that yet. It's literally too powerful. All right, just feather it gradually. Oh, it's actually working. Oh, we hit a bump. Oh my goodness, the torque is actually just making us turn. It's so much torque. It's ridiculous. Just keeps going, doesn't it? All right, we're taking a jump. Oh my goodness, look at this. See, look, we can totally control with our wheel torque. Now there's a, hold on there. I see something new over here. Let me just stop flipping around real quick. Good news is we can unflip ourselves super easily just by throttling it a little bit. Is this actual water here? Oh, it's actual water. Look at that. We kind of float. All right, it is so easy to get distracted in this game. I've been trying to end the video for like 10 minutes right now. So I'm gonna actually end it now. If you want to see more Brickadia, let me know what you'd like to see. Hopefully we get some updates soon so we can actually save builds, because right now I'm definitely not super motivated to spend a lot of time building something with a lot of detail if I can't even like realistically save like a final product, especially if it's like a physics object. But as far as testing out the game and just seeing what the experience is like, if there's anything that you'd like to see happen from my perspective as a new player, how easy it is to do X, let me know down in the comments below and maybe I'll give it a try. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan and I'll see you next time. Bye.